Hello and welcome to my channel. Please like, share, and subscribe if you like this video. And thank you so much for watching. Thank you to my day ones, twos, and threes. Thank you to all my new subscribers that's coming in. That means well. Thank you all so very much. I appreciate you all and welcome, welcome, welcome. This video is for entertainment and educational purposes. So everything is alleged, some is not, and the fair accuse is in my description box, y'all. So let's get to it. I want to talk about the story that just happened, I think April 29th, I believe, a few days ago. 16-year-old taken out by her mother's boyfriend. 60-year-old boyfriend, y'all. Okay? So I'm going to play the news report first, and then we're going to talk about this. Because this is serious, y'all. This is happening too many times. And parents keep falling for the same mess. Okay, y'all? So let's listen to this news report.
Tonight at 9, a 60-year-old man in Humble is facing a murder charge, accused of shooting and killing his girlfriend's 16-year-old daughter.
We spoke with the father and stepmom tonight as they are now forced to say goodbye. Our Tiffany Justice joining us live with this story. Tiffany.
Right, the family's still trying to wrap their heads around the fact that she was killed and how she was so brutally taken away.
My daughter was a very wonderful, caring person. She was very friendly, nice, and she had her friends. Everybody loved her.
A teen's life violently taken away by someone family says she trusted. This once quiet, humble neighborhood still in shock by a shooting that took the life of 16-year-old Lauren Juma, a student at Nimitz High School.
He does not need to be let go or set free because that a monster like that would kill an innocent little girl that he was in her life, that she trusted for years.
This man is now in custody facing a murder charge, the victim's mother's boyfriend. A suspect, 6-year-old Van Brisbon, came out of the house according to police, telling them to do what they had to do. Police say the teen was on the phone with her mother just before the shooting. We're told Lauren's older sister was the one who called 911 this morning, telling them that Lauren was being held at gunpoint by her mother's boyfriend. The mother out of town for work, arriving back home to her daughter dead.
Death is too good for him. When he walked outside and said do what you gotta do, he was looking for death. And it's too good for him. He needs to rot in prison.
Police say as deputies were arriving to the home, they heard the gunshots as they were approaching the front door. Neighbors speaking with Fox 26 saying they're rattled by the death, saying it's going to forever change the neighborhood.
This was a good neighborhood, quiet. We don't have crime. So now when you look us up, the only crime you have is a murder, and it's a child.
She was like, Dad, I'm going to give me a job, and that's what she did. And I want to do this, I want to do that, I want to get my own car. That's what she recently just did.
Now, family says after graduating, she was planning to join the Air Force. Police say they're still trying to determine a motive and that Brisbane is not being cooperative. Reporting live, Tiffany Justice, Fox 26 News.
Okay, y'all. So they did an update today. New details on the case. So I want to play this as well too, because they just changed the bond amount from $1 million to $2 million. Now, if you ask me, he shouldn't even have a bond. But let's just listen to this update that they just posted up too. Okay, y'all?
Time now 5:03. Now to a story out of Humble we first brought to you as breaking news.
The man accused of shooting and killing his girlfriend's 16-year-old daughter is set to appear before a judge. Meanwhile, on Friday, friends and family came together to remember 16-year-old Lauren Juma. She was a sophomore at Nimitz High School, where her family says she just joined the cheer squad.
Our Ugochi Iloka has been following this case, and she is live this morning outside of the courthouse. Ugochi, good morning.
Hey, good morning, Kimberly and Dave. In just a few hours, the man accused of killing his girlfriend's daughter, a 16-year-old, at Nimitz High School, she was a sophomore, will face a judge. This morning, we're also hearing from the mother that she was with this man for 5 years and never expected anything like this to happen. He's being held on a $1 million bond at the Harris County Jail, and we're learning more new disturbing details about what happened Friday morning when 16-year-old Lauren Juma was shot and killed. 60-year-old Van Brisbon is charged in her murder, and over the weekend, prosecutors told a probable cause court judge that police found her with her pants down. Investigators say when Brisbane walked out of the home in Humble, where she was killed, they saw him pulling up his pants. Now, Lauren's mom and sister, who weren't home at the time, claim they both spoke to her on the phone before her murder.
I just know my baby called me on the phone, FaceTime me, and she said, "Mom, help me." And by that time, he hung the phone up. And that's the last time I heard her voice. I was there for about 3 minutes before I heard 2 gunshots go off. And I could just remember running up to the house and the officers telling me to go back to my car.
Yeah, what a devastating time for this family. If you'd like to help the family with funeral expenses for Lauren, a GoFundMe link is available on KHU.com. And staff will be following what's next in this case when Brisbane has his court hearing around 9 a.m. this morning.
Disturbing new details coming out of that story. Good you look alive in downtown Houston. Breaking news.
Okay, y'all. This really is heartbreaking news, okay? But like I said, this has happened too many times, y'all. Too many times this has taken place. And, you know, I would say this. I would say, at first I did not know how long that they were together, okay? Because you would think that if you're with a man 5 years, that you can trust this person. You would think that you would know everything about them at this point, y'all. Okay? But these days that we are living in right now, is it fair to say that we have to expect the unexpected, y'all? And just make sure that our children are not left with new boyfriends, y'all. You remember I told y'all about my stepfather was a rare breed. I said this. And it's very few out here that are good men that would never do nothing like this. But how do you know? You know, what are the signs? You have to ask yourself this question. 5 years. Okay? And the mother, she apparently had, I would say, an important job for her to have to go out of town for work. And look at the neighborhood they lived in. So she had to have a good job, okay? So she had to most likely be away from home. Okay, y'all? But how do you know? I really would like my subscribers to, you know, jump in the comment section on this one. Okay? 5 years, y'all. They were together. His own family members were coming to court to see, you know, what was going on. And his own family members was talking against him on this one. They wasn't defending him, y'all. They were his niece came to court and they had to put her out the court. Because she was going off. She was crying. She was upset. She could not believe this mess. She was, you know, she was saying, why would he do something like this to this baby? And I know she's 16 years old, but she's still a baby, y'all. They said she was getting ready, you know, after graduation. She was getting ready to go to Air Force. She had her head on straight. She was finishing up school. She had, you know, goals. She knew what she wanted to do in life. She wasn't the type of person that wanted handouts. She wanted to get things on her own. Her real father was saying how she wanted to, pay for herself a car. She wasn't asking nobody to give it to her. She was a person out here doing her thing, y'all. A baby. I noticed in this video that the mother, she looks black. The father looks like he's mixed. Because the daughter looks like she's mixed. Did he talk to this woman in the first place because he had an alternative? Ask yourself this question. People were saying that he had been drinking, y'all. He had been drinking. But, I hear rumors about a lot of people when they drink. That, sometimes their true personality comes out. How they really feel about you or people around them, it comes out when they done had a couple of drinks, y'all. So was this his goal in the first place? Was this what he was about in the first place? And I would like to know, do he have a background of any, kind? Where did she meet this guy at? Because he could have possibly talked to this woman so that he could be around her daughter and get in really, really good and close to her until it got to a point where he had his little drinks and mama's out of town and he did what he wanted to do all along. Was the mama paying attention to the way he looked at her babies? You saw the other daughter that was on there that said that as soon as she got there, things progressed. She's pretty too. So she had 2 beautiful daughters. Did he talk to this woman just so he could do this? This is the most sickening thing that I've ever seen. And you know what, y'all? I have to say this. Our system is really, really, really letting us down. Our system that we have right now is pitiful. Okay, y'all? Now, I know they saying that they could possibly up the charges and all of this stuff because that she was probably touched before she was taken out with the toy. Okay? But, y'all, why do he have a bun? This baby called her mama scared. Okay? Scared out of her mind that this man, she woke up to him standing there watching her in her bed. Okay? This baby called her mom scared that he was going to do something to her. He hung up the phone and it was over with. As soon as the police pulled up, they heard him taking her out with the toy. Okay? They heard it themselves. Okay? And he walked out pulling up his clothes. Now, anybody else, most likely, and they just heard somebody, the boom, boom. A lot of times, it don't end this way. The police end up taking them out. It seems as if the ones that do the worst things be the ones that they go light on. They go so very lightly on. And I just don't get it. Okay? I don't get it. If, these guys out here selling street pharmacy stuff, they chasing them. They hit them in the back. Somebody you just heard the boom, boom. And him coming out. They had an idea what was going on. Because she was, pretty much a hostage. And he told them to do what they got to do. He get a bun. What is with these prosecutors and the people and these judges that's passing out these buns, y'all? That, whatever that people are doing now, they are getting away with things, or they're getting a little bit of time and stuff like that. I've been watching the news lately, and it's people that then did some, horrible, horrible things. And they're getting out in 5, 10 years, the people that they're taking out, they're never going to get their life back. So why ain't they going a little bit harsher on the things that these people are doing, y'all? I'm just saying. You know, I have to take my hat off to his family that didn't come in that courtroom trying to defend him. They came in that courtroom just as mad as her family is. And I have to take my hats off to them. Wow. I am so sorry for your loss to her family and her friends. This is ridiculous, y'all. Anyway, y'all, please like, share, and subscribe if you like this video. And thanks for watching, y'all. Peace.